Hello guys, and here we are with Robocraft. It's a free indie game on Steam. It's alpha, so a lot of these things are broken, but I mean it works very well for alpha. And I've discovered that it is really fun. So basically, the object of the game is to build your own little thing and go to war to it, and then come back with points and try to improve your little creation. Now, I've had a lot of time to make this, but I mean, it's not even nearly as good as some other stuff. Now, you can make a flying machine, you can make solid. I prefer the ground a little bit better because I can make it really armored and really well designed. So it works similar with the World of Tanks. How you build a. You go to war and there's two teams. Blue versus red. In World Tanks it's green versus red, but still. And they just have people and they go at it. You can capture all sorts of stuff. Now I've designed mine very specifically. So if you go under here, you'll notice that some of these plates are halved. So you notice they've got halves. Now the reason for that is so that it won't transfer damage to the rear of it. So if this thing were to get hit, it'll transfer damage to this block and not to this one. Damage this one too, but it won't hit this at all. This block will, but I mean, it'll work very well. So I've designed it so that all the damage will be more redirected down to the bottom, because the bottom's not going to be hit nearly as much. So, I mean, well, I guess. But the side armor is spaced as well. It has that same thing right here. I mean, with regular spaced armor, you wouldn't have these right here. But on mine, I do. Because it works the same way as spaced, but it's double. Now, as you can tell, this conning tower here I have for me, where I have my second row of artillery, has these blocks around it, which is the same thing. They absorb damage, but they won't damage these blocks right here. Very, very good. And I have three tier 3 cannons and 3 tier 2 cannons. These things are very, very, they act like artillery. So when you shoot, they arc in the air and they hit the target. They are very high damage, but they're very hard to aim, and well, they take forever to load up. So whatever, and these are just energy plates that absorb damage, so I put them on the top because airplanes like to go after me, because, I mean, how can you not? It's just this giant pancake. I mean, there's no real right design. I like heavy armor on the sides and the front so it can absorb damage, because you can tell, my guy here, he's got an infinite amount of armor, like, just so much armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 things of armor in front, but only 2 in the rear. The sides are not as good too, but I mean, it's up there. So when a shell comes, it'll likely hit these plates right here and hit me. But I mean, this thing's fast enough that I can get away from those heavy shots. Then we're gonna go try to battle here. So you can name yours, and I've named mine the Brick. As you can probably tell the reason why. So some other names are Little Man. That's about it on mine. And then we've got Laser, Machine K, MK8, Phantom. You know, we're just random stuff. Very cool. So my guy is not the most protected, but I mean, it's supposed to, my tank's supposed to take hits. As you can see, boom, takes a while, but I mean, those shots, if it hits anything, it's gonna be serious pain. Serious pain. Ooh, it hit someone for 58 damage. Splash. Now, if it hit an airplane with any of these things, it's gonna have real hard time standing up, because airplanes usually have a balance of weight. So if you upset that balance even just a little bit, it's impossible. Oh, looks like someone else has cannons too. So let's go up here. Oh, missed. So this guy, I did 1,000 damage for that. And I took some hits. Oh! I took a major one. So I'm gonna... Oh, good. Let me help this guy out. Boom. So there is a bit of lag. But, because it's an alpha, you'll only get back up. And there's a lot of people playing this game. Oh, I got level 13. That means I can put more blocks on it. I forgot to mention. Get out of here. As you can see, I took quite a few hits, but my vehicle is relatively intact. My front has been hit quite hard. But other than that, it is still a very complete vehicle. And still take plenty more hits. And it won't really matter. Now, our base is being capped right now, so we'll lose. But I mean, I got a lot of spoils. Now this guy has a lot of cannons, but they're placed in such a way that they'll hit his vehicle. I'll explain more of this after this battle. I mean, a lot of them are still active. It's just that they keep hitting each other. Now, as you'll notice, my things are slightly raised. So you know, I got defeat, but I earned 2 points. As you notice, my things are raised, right? So I can shoot very freely. I just can't shoot in the rear, but you know, most people can't. The guy I had in front had this conning tower in the middle, right here. So it was only really meant for straight, or else you're not getting the full force. I'd rather have, instead of having just all my, instead of just having, say, 7 things hit it, but I'm having a bunch hit my own tank, I'd rather have just 6. So I'm not, you know, just wasting stuff. Now, as you probably have noticed, I ranked up. Now I'm level 13. That's not incredibly high, but I got. This is CPU. So each of these little blocks takes up CPU power, right? Each one of these little building blocks, 1. These panels take 20, and these guns take about 16 to 14. Now I have quite a few more to spend. But I want to save those up so I can use more of these as plating. So I'll probably put, like, say, a couple more right here, maybe to the side. My rear will not be armored hardly at all, because I don't plan to be hit in the rear. I don't want to be hit in the rear. Very, very cool. I enjoyed this game quite a lot. I have quite a few points, so I could probably upgrade one of these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and buy hardware. We're going. Oh, wait. So right click is to remove, similar to Minecraft. Oh, I can't put that there. Oop. Uh-oh. That's not good. Darn. Put it here. No. No, not really. So you can see mine has a problem with how the guns are placed. I know. But I really need to go to the tech tree and start researching more of these plasma launchers. I need tier 3 points, which my vehicle's only tier 2, so you can imagine the tier 10s. But there's even rail cannons, all sorts of stuff. I really need to get to launch 4. My guess is I'll just have tier 2 just be on there. But I want them to be there so that I can just fire. Now the blast is 17 meters, but it does 2,000 damage to one of these things. This, about 1,000 damage. This, about 1,000 damage. The tier 10s, almost 20,000 damage. So if you hit something, it's going to be destroyed. It's just going to have so many issues. Just immense problems. Now if you go down here and you do like SMG, this does 4,000 things, but if you have a lot of them, they'll just fire and fire and fire and fire. Eventually I'm gonna scrap this thing. I'm just gonna turn it into more pieces. Because the way I've designed this thing is kind of accidental, unfortunately. Really, I should have this thing more forward, this tier 3 thing, so I can have these things to be tier 3s as well. The issue with that is we're on basically the front. We are right there. And that's a problem in a lot of cases because of the fact that, well, I don't want this thing to get hit. That's the main problemo. Now I'm gonna go ahead and buy some more of these bad boys, because these things are more armored than these, more armored than that. You can probably tell by the fact that it's free right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap a few more, and then we're gonna get this tier 3. Oh, still can't put it there, because these. Oh, why? Put a tier 3 right there. Only tier 2s. Can I? Oh, I can put them right here. Alright, so very good. Now, for what I understand, or what my experience tells me, is that your hardware only gets destroyed if the block that it's on gets destroyed. So, I don't know if that's 110% correct. It's probably not, I'll guarantee you. But, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I should be able to have plenty of things going off here. Boom, boom. Now I'm just putting stuff on because I can. If we rotate this, we might be able to sneak it right here. Get the other one. Oh, as you can see, I've run out of CPU. So that means I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these bad boys in the front. Oh, I don't have enough CPU. Well, that's because I need to remove a couple more blocks in order. Let me place it down. Do I have it? No. There we go. Now it kind of looks like a plow, but you know, whatever. But I've lost a bunch of armor in favor of firepower. Now, most of this armor, very, very strong. This is very good because it can absorb lots of damage. 600 damage it will absorb before it will break, and the rest of these things will get destroyed. Well, plasma cannons will still be able to hit blocks behind it, but it's just how much armor I can throw on this thing. Now, I have tier 3 cannons, I got tier 2s. Most of them are tier 2s, but they work. Now, rail cannons are sniping, and they're very effective. They'll just penetrate your armor like nothing else. Very, very dangerous. That's why if you, well, because of that, they have red or blue lines that come out. Red if they're bad, blue if they're good. And you always want to watch out for them, because if they hit you, you are going to be in pain. Now I like the plasma cannons because they just, I'm not very good at aim at all. But I mean, there. So you can see some of these vehicles, very similar designs. Mine is just very, very blocky for what it's worth. It is very easy to hit. Excuse me. But it's very, very good for what it's worth. This part about it, I can just park right here and hit these guys. Boom! Alright, so this is an amazing spot right here, because I've lost a big chunk of my, yep, to the right. But I've survived quite a few hits, so usually, if you get hit by a close to doom. There you go. Like one of these points. Ah, I missed! There you go. Yes, you see the plane's very fragile. My thing takes a beating. You know, I need to ridiculous, the price of these guys. So you see, that was the direct hit. 4,000 damage. That is a lot of damage. Now the key is to knock out the blocks. Ah, I missed. Oh, he's flipped over. There we go. He's almost close now. What? That is total BS. Shit. Try. Now I can still do quite a bit of damage here, even upside down, because of the way I've placed my guns. Now I'm just gonna have to sit here for the rest of the battle, which is not gonna be very fun. So I'll likely cut this out. But see, my rear is full of heavy plates to maintain stability. Now I have 8, but I've lost the majority of what I had. You see, I was still able to take out most of these bad boys. Now, I've seen a few cool tactics. One of which is that you fly really high in the air and you just use rail guns like no tomorrow. I mean, you're really high up, but legitimately, no one can hit you. I mean, that is a real turd. What you're doing there, you're just being a butthead if you do that. I'll be honest. But it's a good tactic, I guess. I really prefer just muscling my way through it. Just doing that. It's very cool. So I destroyed a lot of CPU that round. In protection, in defense. So in defense, meaning if you destroy them while they're on cap. But I got 2 kills and they were both assists. I earned a bunch of points, 670. So robot points, whatever you like to know. Still very good machine. Now the placement of these is kind of crap. But this is until I can rank up like say 3,000 RP. Then I'll completely rebuild this in a fashion that is a lot more sensible. But I hope you enjoyed my short little tutorial here. This game is definitely one of the better games I've ever played. It is not that hard on your CPU. I'm lagging right now because of the network, and there's been a problem. But I mean, I'm on the highest graphical settings right now. I mean, it doesn't look that way, but I'm on the highest everything, and my machine is still doing pretty good. Now I'm lagging because I'm running a bunch of programs in the background, but you know. So if you'd like to try it, go ahead and go onto Steam and try it out. It was a green-lighted game, so it will be very good. It's free right now. I think it will be free forever because it is because you'll buy these little gold things. But if you liked my little tutorial here or review, please upvote. Tell me what I should do next, maybe. And please, as always, stay angry, YouTube.